Hello everyone, and welcome to my Dalek tier list video. Now I will be linking in the description this particular tier list, and I have made some changes. Of course you'll notice the god of all Daleks, and 100% Sheffield steel. So just before we begin, yeah, there we go. You look absolutely disgusting, don't you? Come on, a bit. Alright, well anyway, so basically how tier list videos work if you haven't seen one before. Down here I have a bunch of pictures being every single Dalek design that we've seen before, and I will essentially rank them in different orders from God, Beautiful, Great, Good, Meh, Hate, and yeah, that one. So we've got a range here from Skaro Daleks to movie Daleks to modern Daleks. Ooh, some ones I haven't actually remember seeing before. But anyway, we'll begin with the original Skaro Daleks from the very beginning. Where am I going to put this? I'm thinking they are classic designs. They did pioneer Dalek Mania. So I think that we're going to go good. Yeah, I think that's fair on them. I mean, they're not perfect designs, and of course, the black and white doesn't help the fact that the sensor glows were blue. But it is an overall nice design, especially when they're on Skaro. Next up, we have the Supreme Council. Absolutely love this design. For some reason, people hate it, and I can kind of see why. I mean, it is a bit unorthodox. It is essentially just one of Terry Nation's movie Daleks that's been massively edited and had bits stripped away, added to it. But I think it has a certain charm to it. I mean, I'm not a big fan of how the eye stalk lights up as well as the lights when he's speaking, as it does create a really awful effect for the 70s cameras. But I love the colour scheme. I mean, gold and black on any Dalek looks beautiful, and I really wish that we'd see more of the Supreme Council. Next up, Silver Daleks from Death to the Daleks. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put that in meh. And honestly, the only real reason is I like the design, but if you've seen the episode, you'll know the exact music that I'm talking about when I say that when the Daleks come out, the music is just so wrong. And that really drags them down. But also the fact that it was only used once. I think that if it was used again, even though it's a bit of a novelty, like the reconnaissance, not the reconnaissance scout, what am I thinking of? Is it even on here? Oh no, it isn't. They haven't put on the new defense drones. But yeah, it's like the defense drones, only used once. I think if they did use it again, it might not get as much hate as it does, but it might not also work due to the machine guns as well, which was really nice. Ah, yeah, put them in there. Meh. Let's just move on. I believe this is the Genesis Gun Little Greys. Absolutely classic design. Let's chuck that in great. Oh, wow. What to say about them? When people think Dalek, before 2005, they would think of these ones. Everybody knows the gunmetal grey Daleks. You think of Dalek, you think of gunmetal grey Daleks trundling down corridors. Nowadays, of course, these guys, bronze Time War Daleks. But yeah, overall, massively great design. Absolutely love it. Next one. Oh god, is that from Necros? I think that's the Renegade Daleks. Yeah, that'll be the Renegade Daleks. I'll put it in good. And the reason is I'm not a massive fan of all black Daleks, especially ones like these ones, because if you look, the sensor globes, the slats, the head, the dome, all of it's all black, and it looks a bit like wood with a finish on it, which essentially, yes, it is, but it's meant to look like metal, it's not meant to look like that, and it's a bit of a downgrade from Gunmetal Grey. Next up, Supreme, pretty sure that's from Resurrection? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Yeah, that's from Resurrection. You see, that's a better version of these ones. And yeah, I'd put that in great. Honestly, I think, yeah, that's a better version of the Necros Renegades. Because look at the grey, it just highlights the black more and gives you something to look at. And it's not all just one matte image, if you get what I mean. Much better. Next up we have the Necros Imperials. Actually, no. Chuck that in good. Now, later on they do have the Imperial Daleks, which I do think are completely different to Necros Daleks, and the reason is because of up here on the dome. You've got a different eye stalk and different lights, and it doesn't really work as well, especially after seeing the Imperial Daleks. They don't look good together, because it's nice to differentiate between the Daleks, and it doesn't really work having the black and the normal lights with the white and gold, especially after seeing this, which is just great. We'll chuck that in beautiful, because honestly, that is fantastic. Those are fantastic designs. Ooh, Renegade Supreme from Remembrance. I'll put that one in beautiful as well. It's the same as the Resurrection Supreme, but it's silver, so it looks good. Especially if highlighted silver. That's the problem with these ones as well. The fact that the silver's not highlighted. If they reversed those colours, yes, it would essentially be this one, but it would look a lot nicer and would move up a lot of tiers. Special Weapons Dalek doesn't even really need an explanation. God of all Daleks, that one. Special Weapons. Well, originally, obviously, only came out in Remembrance, and then they showed it in Magician's Apprentice. Didn't really do much. And we still don't even know how it sees. It's a weird thing, doesn't even have an eye stalk. But we do know how it talks now, since it doesn't have lights. Instead of the lights on top lighting up, since it doesn't have any, the normal grating section there lights up, which is nice detail. And of course, that thing can take out 5 Daleks in one shot. I mean, how can you not? Next up we have the Time War Daleks, or the Bronze. Yeah, I'd put them in beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. No, we'll put it in great. We'll put it high great. What to say about them? Well, basically, yeah, they're just the staple of Doctor Who nowadays. You look at Daleks nowadays, people, they no longer think of any of the older ones. They think of this, because that's what it is. It's literally the foot soldier of the Dalek Empire. It's like Stephen Moffat said, when he tried to create the new Dalek paradigm, just gave them an officer class. Good one, Stephen. Good God. But yeah, Bronze Time War Daleks, when they first showed up, absolutely powerful, beautiful, brings fear into the hearts of everyone that looks upon them. Kind of made the Daleks scary again, which was definitely a plus to their design. Next up, Dalek Invasion of Earth. I'm going to put it in the same as Skaro, but just a little bit lower because I don't like the massive bumper. Yes, it looks more like the more recent Daleks, with how their skirts are more rigid and the bumper on the bottom is much thicker and looks like it could withstand anything. That's just way too thick and genuinely looks like it would be quite fun to ride in a bumper car. Ah, brilliant. Next up we have the Parting of the Ways. I think that's the... Yeah, that's the Imperial Guard. Yeah, I like it. It's a very, very strong design. I really like Black Daleks. I mean, not all Black Daleks, but definitely ones with highlights. And this is essentially just an upgrade of the Time War Dalek. It looks so good. Ah, that should have been beautiful. No, I think we'll put it down here, but we'll put it just below Supreme Council. Yeah, I'm fine with that one. Next up, Dalek Sec. Again, it's with the all black Dalek. Especially with Sec, it looks like plastic. It looks like a plastic finish, which Daleks aren't meant to be shiny. I mean, on the sensor glows with the Imperials and Necros, you can forgive it because it's gold, it's reflective. But with a matte black Dalek, it's not meant to look like that. And the only reason that it's higher than the Renegades is because it's a Time War variant, so it just looks a lot nicer, more sturdy, and looks like it could genuinely take a hit like a tank. Dalek Sec number 2. I get what they were going for, and I'm glad that it was only used once, because good God, if that came back, a lot of people would be quite angry. I like it, but I don't at the same time. And I don't want to put it high since it's a nice design, kind of, but it's novelty. It's use it once, never again. Forget about it. And the story that it's in, by the way, criminally underrated. People really need to watch that and just have a look and really think about what the episode is going for, because it is really, really good. Next up, we've got the Iron Sides. Now, just a bit of trivia. These were the first ever Daleks that I saw back in old Victory of the Daleks 2011. Love the design. Honestly, fantastic. It's literally a mix between the British Army and the Time War Daleks. How could you get any better than that? I really like the stuff around it. So instead of having the slats on the side, they've covered them with stuff like water bottles, army rations, ammunition, so it looks like it could genuinely be on the battlefield, something that we don't really get from Daleks. I mean, to be honest though, it does make sense, as they're not meant to be supporting humanoid troopers or organic life forms, but still, it's a really, really nice touch, and it shows that they genuinely paid attention to detail. And of course, which you can't see on this image, the Union Jack instead of the identifying code, or whatever you call it. Now for the new Dalek paradigms. I'm just going to quickly move that one. Right. The Supreme. Chuck it in good. But should I put it above Scarrow? I'm going to be honest. I do really, really like the new paradigm. Now, it's probably because it was my first Dalek episode, but it also because I think that they are criminally underrated. If Moffat had just decided to keep on using them, then they probably would have become more popular. But I do like how they were just restricted to being an officer class instead of being the main foot soldiers. Though, to be honest, the drones in City of the Daleks blanketing the sky looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, Supreme's going to go there. Not as good as Scarrow Daleks, but definitely better than Sec and the Necros. Strategist. It's blue. I like it more. Yeah, we'll go for that. Oh, do you know what? That seems a bit cruel. We'll chuck it there. Yeah, we'll leave you there. You suck. Strategist. Blue version of Supreme. I like blue better than white. Drone. Yeah, it's more colourful than Supreme, but Supreme's voice. Yeah, we're gonna chuck that in. Supreme's voice is just so good. Booming, especially when he's talking to the 11th Doctor. Oh, it's brilliant. Eternal. Gonna chuck you down in there. Now, I do like the fact that instead of having the grey-silver sensor glows, as the other paradigms do, it actually has black, which you can't see in this image, but it does have black ones, which is later adopted by these two, which look much better than previous, but we'll get onto them. The Eternal, we don't know much about it, and that's my problem with it. Each of the Daleks we've got Supreme, which is obviously the leader, Drone, which is just, well, it's main infantry, Strategist, kind of obvious, Scientist, also obvious, Eternal. Moffat, what does that mean? Please, just tell us what it means. I don't care if it's some random interview, just at least tell us what the Eternal means. Because Eternal just means going on forever. So do they ensure the survival of the Dalek race? Like the purity? I mean, I don't know. I mean, especially judging by how they literally killed the Ironsides in that one there because they were impure, and they welcomed it, so... The Master Race. Bloody Daleks. Next up, Scientist. Yeah, I'll put that below the Drone. It's orange. Although I do like the voice. It sounds just like Nicholas Briggs, especially on the newer ones. He does fantastic with these. With getting them different personalities just by their voices is very, very difficult. But he does manage to accomplish it. I'd say even better than Peter Hawkins and the guys who did... Oh, gosh, we'll get onto them. The Asylum of the Dalek Strategist. Right, we're going to put you instantly above, and we're also going to put you up there. Now, we don't see these two for long, and I'm going to group them together because they appeared in the same episode, but not just that. They're essentially darker versions, and that's about it. And it looks so much nicer. And obviously, they're drawn back to the officer class, which it does make sense. I mean, they do look more like Dalek officers than they do proper drones. Like, this one, you can imagine it being a frontline trooper. This one, not so much, and the darker colour really just changes everything for it, and it makes it look less like Go-Go Power Rangers. Yeah. I don't know which episode that's from, which story, but we'll just go with Supreme. Nah, I'm gonna have to chuck this one in there. Yeah, chuck it below the Eternal. I don't like it, and the reason for that is just... I don't like the alternating colours. Just stick with one colour, man. Like, especially with the Dalek Invasion vs Supreme, which is instantly going to go up here. Actually, no, check on the bar there. See how it's all black around there, all black around there. Silver on the middle. I mean, the bumper's not brilliant, but you got to work with what you got to work with, right, Daleks? It looks nicer. It looks so much nicer than this. It looks like what they've done is they've grabbed this episode's Dalek, and then they've grabbed this episode, like another, just a normal Scar Dalek, and they've decided to, for some reason, remove some of the panels and interchange them together. It looks like when in Evolution of the Daleks, they just remove their back panels so they can make sacrifices. Honestly crazy. And these are the actual Renegade Daleks. Oh, down here. Next time, yeah, Renegade Daleks. So I'm guessing these are just the Necros Renegades. Yeah, I'm gonna put them above there. Just because I think that they're more... no. They're essentially on the same level for me. Actually, no. I like the fact that this one's more matte than this one. But it is essentially just... Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, definitely this one better. If you see it's got black slats on it, I prefer the grey ones, especially for this one. Just because the grey fits better with the design and doesn't draw your eye too much from the actual design. It just lets you notice little details compared to these ones, which it looks almost shrouded in mystery. And since it's a very deep grey, unlike a silver, you don't really get a feel for it. Next up, pretty sure this is the Evil of the Daleks, Emperor's Guard. Ooh. I'm going to put them above the Skaro ones because I prefer the Black Dome, but essentially the same reason as Skaro Daleks. They're absolute classics. I mean, we don't really get much on-screen time with them because, well, nearly the whole story's lost. But yeah, it is a really, really nice design. It's essentially just Skaro Daleks with... Oh, wait a minute. Has it got black sensors as well? Well, that's really nice, actually. Yeah, I'd keep it there in grey. Fantastic looking design, that one. Oh, I get it, right. So this one, I'm pretty sure is from the Chase. Yeah, it's the Chase Daleks. Yeah, I'll put them above. I'll put them here. And the reason for that is, I'm pretty sure these ones have got slats compared to... Have they? Is it just the same design? No, it has slats. It has to have slats. It's on another planet, for God's sake. Is it Kemble? I think so. Yeah, it's really just because it's got slats, and I prefer slats to round. I'm guessing this is Supreme without the bumper. Oh god, we're gonna go double now. Yeah, we'll check it there. Yeah, I like it. It's got no bumper, it's got slats. Very good in my book. Hold on, what? Maybe, maybe that's the version without slats, and then, yeah, check it there. Okay, so this tier list is confusing me. I mean, you can tell that I didn't make it. And these are the actual Genesis ones? I swear. They must be Resurrection ones then, which are apparently different to Genesis. Genesis, iconic, very good story, top 3, boom. No other reason. Gold Dalek. Your voice is terrible, your design looks plasticky and awful, also your slats are a bit bent. Yeah, no more. Movie Daleks. Ooh, I love movie Daleks. This is the main foot soldier, the drone. Blue. Should just have a tier 4 movie Daleks. Yeah, let's make a tier just 4 movie Daleks. That's not a good idea. What have I done? What have I done? Hold on a minute. Right. No. Okay. Movie Daleks. Right, so, what did I put in? Oh, I'll find it in a minute. There he is. Right. Look, you there. You there. Boom. Boom. You look nicer than... Oh, you've got slats though. Oh, but you've got gold. Yeah, I'd rather take the gold. You look nicer than you. You look good, but not fantastic. You look very nice. And now let's try to go. Yeah, this one's more reminiscent of the Scarab Daleks, which I quite like. This is its own take on it, and I'm pretty sure it's also used in the chase. Yeah, it's part of the background. So essentially, I think that's how they did the B&M special. Yeah. I don't like the whole blue aesthetic. You can tell that just because they had colour, they thought, let's show off the Daleks. Whereas in the second film, they were more like, yeah, we've showed off colour. Let's go for a more classical look. But they've all got massive bumpers, and I don't like that. I don't like massive bumpers. I think that they look a bit, yeah, like bumper cars. I feel like I could ride one of those around in an arena and just bump into people. Someone should actually do that. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, black and gold, always a winner. Yellowy gold. I'm going to mark you down, actually. Because the red and black and the red and silver, but it's also got gold on it. They look very nice. Black Dalek. I'm pretty sure it's just black and silver. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'm not a big fan of the movie Daleks, but it's not part of the main continuity, so it is nice. It's a nice thing to have. Next up, the Stolen Earth Jenny's End Red Supreme. Now I'm going to chuck this in great, and the only reason for that, really, is... no, it's right. Let's just change that to... yeah. The only reason for that is of the variants it has, like the Dalek Time Strategist, which sadly isn't on this list, and neither are any of the Time Squad stuff, which is a massive shame. But I might make a new one, which I haven't made this one, by the way, I've just found this. I might actually make a proper one. Yeah, I'll do that. Leave it down in the comments if you want me to make an actual one. But Red Dalek Supreme, I love what they were going with the 3 pillars. I like the fact that it's got 3 lights. It's very reminiscent of Dalek Prime, Golden Emperor. And yeah, it just looks fantastic. Is it above the rest of these? Yeah, I'd put it above the Time War Daleks. Yeah, definitely. Because it's very unique. I'm glad that they didn't use it too much, even though in The Magician's Apprentice they just sat there and didn't do anything. A bit like the special weapons. But yeah, it's really, really nice design. I've got the Magician Scaro Daleks. Now I'm going to put these in hate, and the only reason is because of that LED light. I don't like the LED light at all, especially the one that's first spotted in Magician's Apprentice right at the end, when they capture Missy and Clara. It doesn't look right. It looks like the Dalek just has a lot of blank space around the light, which it does. It doesn't look very good, but it is a classic Scaro design, and it's in colour. But yeah, look, that's pretty good. Next up. What on earth is that? Is that literally just a Time War Dalek? What? I do not understand this list. What is that? Is that literally just Daleks being taken over by the sewers? What is this? I really should have made my own list. And yeah, we'll finish off with the... oh, do I... no, chuck you down there. I like the sewer ones better than you. And you, good God, I might not talk about you. Yeah, we'll chuck you by that. Right, that's the whole tier list. You probably didn't agree with most of the things that I said. Sorry if you didn't, I guess. But yeah, first tier list video. I might do some more in the future and have them more, not scripted, but more organised. Because this one, I thought, out of the blue, what the hell? Saw a chimney, thought, it's Christmas. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this tier list. Please do one of your own. I'll be putting the link in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.